Katelyn, what advice do you have for new authors?
Well, as you can imagine, I get this question asked a lot. And I would say what I try to tell author hopefuls is maybe a word of caution first, which is to say, writing a book is not the only way to communicate meaningfully, and not everybody is gifted to write a book. It's an incredibly time-intensive process, and I think there can be a temptation or maybe a pressure in a lot of the Christian industry to sense that if you have something to say to the broader church or to your followers on social media, you have to write a book. And that is just not the case. There are lots of ways to communicate and lots of ways to influence a broader audience. So I would say, just ask yourself, do you like to write? Because you are going to be writing a lot if you take on a book project. So that's one kind of word of caution. But I also tell authors that we talk a lot about platform in the publishing industry, and platform is really important, especially in a trade program like Brazos. It's something that we take really seriously. But I think there can be a dynamic of sometimes putting the cart before the horse and building a platform and then getting on top of the platform and not really being sure of what you have to say. So I would encourage writers to have a really clear sense of their message and why it needs to be in the world and how it will affect audiences, and why you as an author need to be the one to deliver that message before you worry about platform. The platform pressure and the work of building a platform will come, but clarifying your message and clarifying kind of the why behind why the book needs to exist is really important. I would also say if you get a contract or you're working with an agent or you're really starting down that road, I have found that having some kind of accountability group for writing is really important, whether that's an online group. I belong to a private Facebook group of female Christian writers. And, we, at this point, we're sharing prayer requests and personal life updates, but there's a sense of accountability in our own writing projects there. It could be, just a friend that you meet with over coffee every Friday morning, but it could be, attending a writing conference hosted by Writing for Your Life. But finding some kind of community where you can be writing together, holding each other accountable and encouraging one another during the writing process, I think is really helpful for a lot of people.